What's going on, guys? We're back after a bit of a layoff for the holiday season. We've got a top 3 matchup for you today as Liverpool take on Man City at Anfield. Can Liverpool get all 3 points and start the new year off on the front foot? Or will Raheem Sterling and Man City step in and ruin that Scouser party? We're about to find out on this episode of the Gantry. Alright, so we're about a minute and a half, 2 minutes from kickoff. But first off, let's get some keys to the game. We're going to start off with the Liverpool fan over here. Josie, what's your key for Liverpool's win today?
Yeah, so Liverpool, we're playing, without Coutinho. We were expecting to have Coutinho back for this match, so that's unfortunate. We're playing Lallana wide, which is a position that he's played before, but it's not a position that he's been playing recently, so I'm hoping that he feels comfortable there. Our other 2 people up front, Mane and Firmino, have not been as on form as I would like for them to be. Firmino and Mane, though, are still great players, so if they can, get on pace early during this match and, really bring the pressure against the mistake-prone backline for Manchester City, I think that'll make a huge difference.
And for City, Jared?
I completely agree with Josie that pressure will be the key to this game. I think that City's back line is very mistake-prone. If they're going to be beaten, I think that's going to be the cause of it, the root cause of it. You got John Stones in the back. Otamendi's even mistake-prone himself. The fullbacks don't inspire too much confidence either. So get the ball out of the back line, get the ball forward to your playmakers so that they can be on the ball. They're a lot harder to dispossess. They're a lot less mistake-prone. Let the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling, Aguero, let them be the ones that decide this game, not John Stones.
Well, I think it's going to be a great one. Second and third. Liverpool win. They put some space between them and City and sort of solidify their place in second place. And if City win, I think they go up to second. So big match. Should be a great one. Let's start the first half.
Look at that pressing, bro.
I like it.
Beautiful.
Dude, they're right on their ass.
Let's go. Arson, are you paying attention?
What?
Everyone knows this is how you play against City.
I just feel better knowing that Klopp has already played Pep a couple times, so he knows a little bit more of his style.
Nice ball.
Oh! Yes!
What a goal.
Oh my god!
Wow.
7.5 minutes in. Jorginho Wijnaldum puts Liverpool 1-0 up over City.
That was all Lallana, though.
That was Lallana playing
Lallana was
wide.
an
Excellent header, but that
Oh my
ball
God.
was amazing. Not much Bravo could have done that.
Look at
Klopp's
Klopp's stern face.
Look at Klopp.
That might be the most stern he's ever looked in his entire life.
So
He
Lallana gets the
always
ball
knew.
wide left, takes a few touches. Zabaleta
Wow.
does nothing but back off.
What a ball.
Lallana puts
What
in
a
a
header.
beautiful ball to Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum heads it just straight back where it came from.
Bottom corner.
Bottom
Unstable.
corner, near
Beautiful.
post.
That was
Bravo can do
beautiful.
nothing about it. It's 1-0.
Defender didn't even really pressure him though. He gave him a bunch of space to get that header off.
Well, even Zabaleta just backed off to Lallana.
Yeah.
Put zero pressure on him.
There's goals in this.
Oh, yeah.
We just scored and you still have our entire team on that half.
Yep.
They're still pressuring like crazy.
I guess the question will be is how long can you keep up this pressure?
Well,
They
I
might
know
not have to keep it up long if they go 2 or 3-0 up though,
Mane and Firmino, I know, can for sure keep the pressure the entire time. Lallana just came back from an injury, so I'm not exactly sure how fit he is, but Mane is a workhorse out there. He'll stay 90 minutes sprinting the entire time.
I feel like Aguero is like just staying in between the 2 center backs, and there's a big gap just behind him, where there needs to be like a second striker, like be able to get the ball into the middle and then feed the ball to Aguero.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that there.
They're leaving him by himself, letting him do all the work.
The midfield is sitting deeper. The 2 wide guys are staying out wide, and he's just by himself up there in an island.
They have plenty of people in this lineup that can play the number 10 role. It's just been an issue so far. They haven't gotten any passes together.
Yeah, they have
This team, if they don't pass, is nothing.
Well, their movement is like, their movement like into space is like not there. They look kind of lazy.
Dude, they're shaking.
Dude, they're under some pressure right now. They're feeling it. You can tell by all their crosses and their passes. They're just making some really brash decisions.
Well, I feel like they're really one-dimensional, which is strange, but we've seen it how many times already this season. Is like, if they can't play from the back all the way, ping-pong that ball all the way up to the front line, like they don't know what to do.
They don't have any ideas.
They don't know what to do. They just start booting long balls and hoping that somebody catches it.
Their most creative player is De Bruyne, and he's hasn't had really a big chance on the ball today. They have kept a bunch of pressure on him. So
Well, the Liverpool lineup is like he set this team up in a way that would really counter City's creative midfielders. Like if you look, who are the other midfield? Ronaldo, Sean, and Hendo. And those are all
our skipper.
Those are three people who love to pressure.
Well, 32 minutes in, guys. Liverpool looked up for it, easily on top in this first half. I mean, more so than just on the scoreline. Just completely outplaying City in the midfield. Josie, what's your impression so far of the first half?
I like our 3 people that we have up top. I mean, I thought that they had to definitely put that pressure, and the entire team is playing really, really high up. Klopp definitely knows how to play Manchester City right now, and it's going really well. I'm hoping Manchester City doesn't make any drastic adjustments to beat us in the second.
I think so far in the first half, the whole team is moving as a whole really well. Whenever the top 3 are pressuring the back line, the entire Liverpool back line in midfield slides up and pressures as well. And then when City have the ball, Liverpool are dropping back really well and defending and just cutting out passing lanes really well so far. Jared, what does City got to do with 15 minutes left in the first half and then the second half to make a difference?
Well, I love a spicy substitution. I'm saying take off David Silva, bring on Kelechi Iheanacho, play a 4-4-2, which Pep Guardiola will never do in history. But play a 4-4-2 and play more directs. Just try to bypass the midfield because they're not winning the midfield battle at all. So like every
just
time,
lost it.
They just keep trying to play through the midfield, and Aguero's getting 0 service. So maybe the only option is to switch to 4-4-2 and just start playing direct and try and get the ball up the field as quick as you can. Because this kind of slow methodical game they're playing is just not working in their favor.
Okay, whistle's blown. It's halftime. Liverpool 1-0 up. They look dominant. City looks shambles. Let's get to some halftime thoughts. Okay, guys, halftime. It's 1-0 after a wonderful Wijnaldum header. Liverpool pressing that Manchester City back line, as we said in the beginning, really causing all kinds of problems for them. City have had the bulk of possession, but have really done nothing with it. Liverpool have done a great job of cutting off passing lanes, and that 1-0 lead looked really secure in that first half. So Josie, what do you think about the first half, and what is Liverpool going to do in the second half to secure this win?
Yeah, so that first half, they were pressuring really well. They definitely had, less possession, but they just looked like they were more in control. Milner, Lallana, all of them playing in positions that they may not be as used to are playing lights out right now. That pressure that we're keeping up against that back line is definitely helping a lot. And, if we can keep that going into the second half, I think we go away with 3 points.
And for City, what are they going to do in the second half to either nick a draw or get all 3 points?
Well, we've seen they can make the adjustment. They did it last week against Arsenal. They were 1-0 down at half and really had no kind of attacking threat early on. But I'm looking at the bench for City right now. I don't see a lot of attacking options other than Kelechi Iheanacho, who would probably be a good option coming off the bench because he's a little bigger, a little more robust at the front. And then they have Jesus Navas, who I don't really rate that much. Sorry, Jesus, if you're watching this. But yeah, so
add him, bro.
but for me, so I think City just have to play more direct. They're not going to break down this Liverpool midfield very easily. So they got to try to bypass it. We'll see if they can do that.
Again, Liverpool up 1-0. Are they going to secure these 3 points? It'd be massive for them to put distance between them and City in second place. Or are City going to make massive adjustments at halftime and make a draw or all 3 points? We're about to find out in the second half.
Yep.
After 8 minutes, Liverpool have had 3 or 4 different openings they just haven't seen. Could have led to some scoring opportunities. Looks like they picked up right where they left off in the first half. City looks like they have like a bit more running in it right now. Look a little more effort.
Kind of sucks that really have to be told to run.
Oh, man.
What's that chance? City have a corner in 58 minutes.
No, City's definitely been a lot more dangerous. They've already had 2 shots. They had their first shot on goal from Aguero in the entire game.
Both teams are pressuring really well though.
Manchester City is definitely pressuring a lot more.
City have had more meaningful possession in the past like 10 minutes than they've had the entire game.
Yeah.
It's like a slugfest. You know what I mean? Like these teams just going at each other in the midfield. It's such a midfield battle.
Yeah. 64 minutes in, Divock Origi comes on for Hendo. What kind of changes is that going to bring?
Should be Lallana dropping deeper and Divock Origi up top. I can definitely see him abusing John Stones. I think he's got about 30 pounds on him. So, yeah, Lallana jumps back into his more comfortable position, and then Origi up top.
I think Origi should really attack Otamendi. I think he's got the techers to make him look like a fucking fool.
Yeah, and Lallana honestly is a huge playmaker in the midfield, so if he is dropping back, I mean, that's huge for us too. Into a more comfortable position.
10 minutes left in the match. Neither team can buy a final ball. Looks like it's probably going to end 1-0.
That being said, we're making a pretty dangerous flow play right now.
Both teams have had spells of being on the front foot, but again, like the final ball hasn't been there. Neither team has been really that cutting edge or that dangerous. But what's great about this game is that anything can happen. So now Iheanacho comes on for Yaya Toure. They give Iheanacho a minute and a half to make a difference.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's been 88 minutes and this has not been working for City. Let's give it 2 minutes to try something different. I don't understand. Lucas.
Now Lucas Leiva comes on for Sadio Mane.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorite players, man. I just love Lucas Leiva for no apparent reason.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
He's just a hard worker. He's smart, technical, keeps the ball well. I think he adds anything. He adds something to any team he's on.
Yeah, I love that older Liverpool generation, dude. Like Dirk Kuyt, dude. Oh.
Like the lead. I think he brings some leadership to the squad.
Yeah.
4 minutes stoppage time. I mean, based on how the match has gone so far, I can't really see either team scoring in the last 4 minutes, but
anything's possible.
There it is. What is this?
it's a final. It's a 1-0 win for Liverpool. It's a big 3 points for them to solidify that second place spot. Let's get to some final thoughts and our player of the match. Massive 3 points for Liverpool. They solidify their spot in second place. Big smile on Josie's face. Josie, final thoughts on the game?
Absolutely. I'm glad that they were able to keep up the pressure in the second half. That was huge. Our defensive line stood steady against, strong attacking powers from Aguero over on Manchester City. Honestly, they kept him almost completely out of the match. I, at some point, forgot he was even playing. So it was a great defensive performance. Milner played lights out at left back. I mean, he is so steady on our team and so consistent. So huge shout out to Milner if you're watching. But yeah, no, I'm definitely content with going away with 3 points.
City, Jared?
City were atrocious. They had a terrible first half. I'm not really sure what the team talk was at halftime, but I was expecting them to come out in the second half, maybe make some adjustments to kind of change the way they were going to approach the game. They were not able to win that midfield battle. They weren't winning it in the first half. They damn sure weren't winning it in the second half. And there was just no adjustment from them. It was like they came in with one game plan, and when that didn't work, well, all right, well, I guess that's all we got. They didn't really have any strong impact subs on the bench. We had Kelechi Iheanacho and Navas, and neither one of them were brought on until around the 85th minute, so they couldn't really make much of an impact anyway. So I don't know. I really don't understand what Guardiola was thinking in that second half. Yeah, pretty piss poor performance.
Liverpool, solid in the back line. Their front six was top today over Manchester City's front six. And just a really overall solid performance from Liverpool. And we've talked it over. We've pretty much decided, James Milner, you're our man of the match.
James. Thank you, James. Good game, sir.
Insanely solid performance at left back. Just a perfect, quintessential utility player over the course of his career. Insanely high soccer IQ and a very solid performance for him yet again. So, absolutely. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next episode of The Gantry.